talk at length on making our landscaping just right, but how about taking those efforts a step further and making our outdoor living space truly enviable? Today we're in New Albany, where we've been invited to tour this outstanding outdoor space by Blendon Gardens. Rich Martin is the design consultant behind this beautiful creation, and we want you to walk us through the project, but first, take us back in time. What did this space look like before your crew arrived?
Well, originally there was a concrete paver. It was showing its age, had weeds popping up all through it. The edges were starting to collapse. It was in very much disrepair.
Sounds like it needed a little attention.
Yeah, it needed to go away.
So the first thing you did was rip up the pavers. What did you replace it with?
A combination of things. Bluestone. We used a thermal bluestone, which is a very precisely cut bluestone, so you don't have that wobbling that you normally would with a stone product, and clay paver. We actually even changed the pattern to designate traffic areas from more seating areas.
If you start with the back of the patio, there's a water feature back there. The ambiance is so relaxing. Tell us about what you've done there.
The water feature is actually an authentic millstone. We found a whole truckload of them, and we love them so much we got them all, and we've been thinking of different ways to use them, and that was just a perfect application for those.
But the true focal point of the patio is this fireplace.
Yeah, I love the fireplace.
You said it's 12 feet tall.
It's 12 feet. It had to be substantial enough to sort of work with the space in the house. And the great thing about the fireplace, where it's positioned, you get to view it the second you look in the front door. It's become a focal point for not only the space back here, but also from the main entry. This
kitchen area is placed right next to the fireplace, and it truly is for a gourmet cook. It's fabulous. Tell us about the details of it.
Well, it's a mason unit. It's made out of the same brick, basically, that the house is made out of. It's got a beautiful granite top. The grill itself can do just about anything you'd want a grill to do. It's beautiful. We have a cooler there to keep beverages cold, and a beverage center to keep your lemons and limes and what have you cold as well.
And you do so much more besides the hardscape here. Tell us about the landscaping that you put in, because it really gives such a beautiful ambiance throughout the whole yard.
Well, if in a situation like this where you have so much hardscaping, it can get a bit rigid if you don't soften it up with plant materials. That kind of brings in the warmth of the project.
And we know it's beautiful during the day, but you've also made it incredible at night because of the lighting that you've put in.
Yeah, there's lighting everywhere. There's carriage lights on the columns behind us here. The pavilion has a ceiling fan with a light, so that's usable. It's good to be able to see what you're doing when you're cooking hamburgers. We also have some string lights up in there to make it look a little bit more festive in the evening.
And even lighting on the steps.
And the lighting on the steps so you can see to get out of the house without hurting yourself. We have uplighting on the trees and whatnot, so that gives it a little bit of ambiance in the evening.
I know every home is different and every project is different, but typically, how long does a project like this take?
Well, normally a project like this, with everything that's going on, would probably take a month or so, but there were some circumstances with this project where it had to be completed for a garden tour, and we only had less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
From the time the homeowner pulled the trigger till the garden tour to get it done.
We know you do beautiful landscape and hardscape, but Blendon Gardens does so much more.
We have a full service landscaping, hardscaping, irrigation, lighting, just anything that you could think of, really.
So whatever the homeowners may need, thank you so much for sharing this amazing outdoor space with us and giving us a tour. We know the homeowners will enjoy it for years to come.
Well, it's my pleasure.
To learn more about how the design consultants at Blendon Gardens can transform your outdoor living space and to see more outdoor projects, log on to blendongardens.com or call 614-840-0500.